Most people today are obsessed with being socially accepted. Everyone wants to fit in, to be liked, to feel relevant, but honestly, that shouldn't even be their goal. They're so focused on making everyone else like them that they forgot how to like themselves. And that's where things start to fall apart. Because once you stop liking yourself, you let other people decide who you are. Their opinions start to matter more than your own. And the worst part, you don't even notice it happening. It feels normal, it feels harmless, until one day you look around and realize you're living a life that isn't even yours. A life built on expectations, not choices. Without realizing it, you slowly start losing yourself. You stop saying what you really think, you stop doing what you actually want, you stop acting like the real you. Everything becomes about avoiding judgment, and the more you try to please everyone, the more you disappear from your own life. And I know that feeling way too well because I've been stuck in that same loop. I've lived that phase where every decision I made depended on how others would react, where I would change my tone, my opinions, even my personality just to avoid being judged, where I would rather disappoint myself than disappoint someone else. I thought I was being social, I thought I was doing the right thing, but in reality, I was losing myself a little more every day. And I didn't even see it happening until one day something snapped. I looked at my life and I realized nothing in it was actually mine. Not the way I talked, not the way I acted, not the way I made decisions. Everything was built around what other people wanted from me. And that realization hit harder than any insult or judgment ever could. Because for the first time, I saw how far I had drifted from myself. Not because someone forced me, but because I never stopped to ask who I really was. I used to be so blind that every action, every decision I made was just for fitting in, and that's the trap most teenagers fall into. I was bullied because I was chubby, and that hit me harder than I ever admitted. Getting bullied every single day changes you. It forces you to grow up faster, to become someone you never planned to be. I was shaped by hate and suffering, and for a long time I thought that was the normal. But that's exactly why I'm making this video, because your decision to change should never come from fear, shame, or other people's opinions. It should come from you. And now the most important part of the video, how to rebuild yourself. All these years I cared too much to make actions that I would do, but something changed. I started hating what I had built, and all that hate turned into a cure. I didn't rebuild myself because I was motivated. I rebuilt myself because I was disgusted. I looked at the person I had become and I couldn't stand him anymore. That hate wasn't toxic, it was the wake up call I needed. It pushed me to stop being the version of me that everyone else created and to start becoming the version I actually wanted to be. So I started small. I stopped apologizing for everything. I stopped trying to impress people. I stopped letting others decide what I should do. And for the first time, I did things for myself, not to fit in, not to be liked, just for me. And that's how you rebuild yourself, not with fake positivity, not with quotes, but with honesty, with discipline, with the decision to stop being the person you hate and start becoming the person you respect. So if you watched until this point, it probably means you went through the same thing as me. And honestly, I respect that. I really hope something I said here helps you, even a little. Take care of yourself. Peace.